How goes it, family? Welcome back to Larry's Anything Goes during the crazy corona epidemic. But in all seriousness, be safe, family. It's not a game at the end of the day. I got one of my dogs here, Max, because it's National Dog Day. So, got to represent a little bit. And always got to represent Mr. Nipsey Hussle. The marathon continues. It's hard to talking to a friend of mine named Bob today and a friend named Adrian today because it's hard to find like-minded people before this crisis, during this crisis, and after this crisis when it comes to people who have a positive mindset and not so much of a negative mindset and a naysayer mindset, because they'll find a reason to say no to something, but unless it's entertainment or having fun and things of that nature. But anyways, I'm just going to go over a few things. It's going to be a short video. Let's go over a few things in regards to certain things I've thought about, certain articles I've read, certain other YouTube videos that I've listened to in regards to who can benefit from this unfortunate epidemic. Now, you have, because a lot of people are going to be hurting financially because of what's going on with the coronavirus. So I took down some notes and I'm just going to go over it real quick with you guys because there are possible manufacturing opportunities that can take place in regards to, yeah, you tired, right? In regards to the crisis that's going on, because you have states like in governors, mayors, the president. They're talking about, they've noticed the price gouging that's actually been taking place, and there's a call. They're calling for action, especially for the current and new companies to form so they can produce the products and the materials such as face masks, ventilators for hospitals because they're running short on that, plastic gloves, and obviously toilet paper and paper towel producers. And I was talking to a friend of mine, Adrian. The paper towels and the toilet paper, that's not going to be a long-term thing, but however, plastic gloves and definitely face masks and definitely ventilators when it comes to medical equipment is going to be in huge supply, for a long, long time now, especially given the fact that major companies are not only running short, but people are just getting outpriced, so it's just states are coming up short. So if there was a time for people what they call the soft skill workers, now is the time. Trust me on that one, family. Okay, now is the time. So that's one thing that if you are an entrepreneur or you possibly want to become an entrepreneur, those other areas that you might want to think about getting into. It's just something to think about. Okay. It's all about supply and demand in in the entrepreneurial world. And the question is, are you just going to continue to be a consumer, or are you going to become a producer? All right, it's time for you to get down, young man. All right. Or are you going to become a producer on some sort of level, especially given the fact that there is actually opportunity for people to become producers right now? It just depends on if you have the right mindset. If you know how to sew, there's videos out there that'll show you how to sew face masks, and you could probably turn a profit. It's just something to think about, like they say, supply and demand, right? And since there's a big demand for these supplies, one may want to look at the federal government's or their states, small business, SBA's websites, and see what's going on with the small administration, see what possible economic opportunities that might be out there for small business administration. So, it's just something to think about. Okay, that's why I said I just want to go over these specific things. Another thing is, if you have skill sets, if you know how to sew, hospital gowns, big freaking deal right now. Okay, big freaking deal. And it's just something to think about, you know. Yeah, hospital gowns there's a shortage of that. So if you know how to produce those materials, or you might want to get a bunch of people that know how to produce those kind of materials, you never know. You might be able to form some sort of a small company and produce those materials and sell it to local vendors. You just never know. Local hospitals, clinics, things of that nature, It's just something to think about while you're spending, because, more and more states are locking the doors, and you're not allowed to go out unless you're going to the store or a medical facility. You can't even go work out at the gym anymore. So if you're spending a lot of time at home due to the crisis, I look at it like this. It's a perfect time to learn something of value. So I was talking to a buddy of mine today. He's learning something of value. I'm trying to continuously learn something of value because of the high demand for soft skilled workers are definitely needed. Other opportunities that will be available for small businesses in the medical business, and I'm talking about businesses and not jobs. There are companies that will get contracts, to companies who need to maintain medical machines. So if you consider, especially if consider yourself a blue collar worker, you might want to figure out how you can obtain skill sets on how to maintain medical machines. Because obviously with this crisis going on, they're going to need more of those kind of workers, skilled trade workers. Something to think about. Okay. For the doctors and nurses that are out there, this would be the opportunity for them to possibly open up their small practices, and other possibilities for mom and pop pharmacies to even open up as well. Medical supply delivery companies have always been and will continue to be in high demand given the coronavirus and just given the fact that a lot of people are living a lot longer. So another thing to think about, and that's why I said I just want to go over these other specific things. Talking about Imam today, he was talking about he's thinking about becoming a notary republic. Something to think about. Doesn't cost that much to become a notary republic, and it's a great side business to have, because right now, I mean, for the last month, the handwriting's kind of been on the wall for a lot of workers, but the handwriting's been on the wall for most people in regards to the job market and people not thinking outside of the box. And this is unfortunate. This is a result. We saw it in 2007, and now we're seeing it in 2020, in regards to jobs being lost due to, unfortunate circumstances, due to things that are out of people's control. And like I said, if it's just, there's no other way to put this. If you're not trying to figure out how to make money outside of your job, I'm talking to the employees out there, you will suffer. And I'm not saying that to be funny. I'm just saying that this is a reality. My gym today, it's the last day it's going to be open. So the people that work there, what does that mean for them? They're not going to be getting paid. And it sucks. It truly does. People that work in the airline industry. I was talking to a guy before I went into the gym because they were making people wait an hour. Wait before you go into the gym because only 10 people allowed in the gym. We're fortunate to still be able to work out. And I was talking to this one young guy, and he's like, he works for a mom and pop restaurant. So he's like, hey, they told me a couple days ago, yeah, that we got to close it down. We can't afford to have it because nobody's coming into the restaurant. So I was like, well, what are you doing? And this is a young guy. You can tell he still lives at home with his parents. So, he's got options. But I was just like, well, have you thought about working for DoorDash or Grubhub? Heck, I'm waiting on my DoorDash food to come to me right now. And he was like, oh, no. I said, yeah, man. I was like, you got a car, right? He's like, yeah. I said, go for it because those orders are going to go up because, the demand is there because people can't go out to eat anymore. So I was just like, just got to look at those options, as one Marine always tells me, they're trained to adapt and overcome, and working people are going to have to be trained to adapt and overcome outside of just having a job box. I was talking to another person. They was like, what are some of the best stocks to buy out there? I said, well, I'm not a professional, but this is what I'm doing. I'm buying Amazon stock. I'm buying Zoom communication stocks. I'm buying any stock that services are being utilized in a big way, from the medical services to the toilet paper and paper towel industry, and I'm still buying my gold from Care Bars International because, hey, even though the price has gone down, it's like, hey, it's still going to be valuable eventually. But so that's my little 2 cents in regards to industries that one might think about getting into while this crazy coronavirus is going on. Because just like I said, the smart people try to find, if you're going to have a job, you try to at least find an industry that's going to always be in demand no matter what the situation is. And if not even as a full-time thing, at least as a side hustle. That's my only thing. So we're going to get through this either way, family. So just keep fighting a good fight. If you're in need of toilet paper, paper towels, I've just added them to my online store, and hand sanitizer, face mask. I got it. Whatever you want, we got it. Matter of fact, hold on a second. We are going to get through this, family, no matter what. So I'm putting this on here because I'm just trying to keep positive. But hey, we got you. Maybe as anything goes, let's get through this together, family, and let's stay positive because that's the main thing. Because if you panic, it's not going to work out in your favor. All right. And always remember, assets equals freedom. debts equals liabilities. And unfortunately, right now, a lot of people are dealing with their liabilities. And I feel for them. And I just want everybody to try to think better and do better outside of just a normal 9 to 5, because no matter what happens, I always end off every video. If you're not thinking outside of the 9 to 5 box, that box is eventually going to turn you over. So stay safe. Please hit the like button, subscribe. Take care of yourselves and your family and your loved ones. And if you got more free time, take this time to appreciate your families and loved ones. And if you got more free time, learn a valuable skill of some sort. Figure out another way. That's all I got to say. Take care, family.